Join us as we explore the heartwarming world of community gatherings through the lens of drumming circles and charity events. Discover how these vibrant gatherings foster unity, joy, and a sense of belonging while highlighting the inspiring stories of those who make it all possible. Tune in for an uplifting journey into the power of music and community spirit.
Hello, Mandy.
Hello.
Should we tell everybody what I've just done?
Yes, please.
I've just dragged Mandy in off her sofa in the cottage. She was having a nice little snuggle in front of the fire, reading her book. Said, come over here now, we need you.
Thank you for welcoming me back again.
Yes, we always like having you, Mandy. You're like famous for the charity now. Whenever I go and see anybody about the charity, they always say, Mandy told me about you, or Mandy this, Mandy that.
And I feel really privileged when you say that. Better than walking up through the high street and somebody stops you to ask you when is drumming coming up or when is the next coffee and chat, and is there anything that they need to know about that the charity's doing. So it's really nice to be able to hear you say that too, Mike.
Yeah, it is nice to hear that. And I think one of the things is that the local community are really good to us. They did us proud for the Christmas raffles. They offered some fantastic prizes, didn't they? They did a really good job of all of that stuff.
Our Christmas coffee and chat this year absolutely blew me away. It blew me away to the extent at one point I was looking around the hall thinking, oh my God, do I have to stop the next person from coming in? And I don't mean stop them from coming in. What I mean was to make some space. And where am I going to get a table from? Or where am I going to find some seats from? And all of that. And you didn't need a seat. You didn't need a table. And actually, it was just the atmosphere. And it was absolutely brilliant. The community come together really well in regards to the people that supported us on that day as well. And it was all local crafts. And they all done really well. And one of the beautiful things this year, and, you know, we'd never do it for this reason. And again, because the charity is growing in so many different ways, year by year, and the amount of storeholders that we had this year that actually came up and said, you know what, I want to donate the lot. I want to donate what we've got today to be able to support another human being. And I think that there was just beautiful in itself.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it?
And I went this time, so it was even more important.
It was, because
I'm joking.
1 minute, no, it isn't. It was absolutely brilliant. 1 minute we're serving up teas and coffees, and then I thought, there's Angie over there. And then I clocked Dave. Dave's our new voice of the podcast, which I'll tell everybody, this is Dave, this is Angie's husband, and you'll see him at the beginning of the podcast. And it was really lovely. And everyone was really pleased to see you. And I think that was absolutely lovely. And
I can't remember the last time I've been to a coffee and chat.
I'm not going to sit here and say neither can I.
But neither can you.
No, I can actually. And I think it's because your presence is always felt when you come in is the same as you, Mike. You know, I can still remember the outfit you had on when you come to on with the trustee, and it was me and you in the corner while they were coming in. And I think I was very new to it then as well. And, you know, it's just something where we're making a difference. We are making such a difference. And I think even yesterday when we went to the Christmas meal, see other local organisations as well that are all just trying to do the same thing, and that is to make a difference to.
And it was lovely, and that I completely concur with you. But I think it's nice that you are kind of still an integral part of the community in a different way. I mean, you've got so many different roles in the community, not just through the charity, but through other things as well. And I think that's really nice to have that. It's a lovely thing to have. You can't tell you've lost weight when you sit on this, when I see you sat there like that. Your face is really slender. People will notice that.
As I was sat here.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, that's like a different. This is Mandy version 2, everybody.
Version 3.
3, okay, 3.
Version 3. And so, I agree with that. And it's just one, you know, we've got more volunteers coming through. So through our social media as well, being able to advertise that now. We've got another lovely lady, Kelly, that's joined us. And all of that stuff where, you know, they just want to get involved now. They want to be able to do some volunteer work. They want to do something that you're accountable for, but also that you can enjoy and have fun. And I think that's the bit around, you know, fun is such an important part in our lives, isn't it? And, you know, to be able to offer that. And Becky's bingos come to coffee and chat as well. And at first I was like, oh, how's this going to go? But I've got to say, it's really taken off. That there's also like, Mandy, when's the bingo? It's great, isn't it?
That's really good.
It's great.
I wonder if we should do a bingo night. You know?
We should.
Just a bingo night, not related to coffee and chat, but just have a bingo night.
So guys, if you want to have a bingo night, let us know and we will organise it for you.
Let us know on social media, please. Mike deals with that. One job less for me and Mandy to do.
So Mandy, tell us about drumming, because you've been running drumming now for some time.
A year.
Is it a year?
It's a
Wow.
year. So we started off, well, it would be a year in February. We started off in February, and it was just a little dream, really, that I had, that I thought, would bring something to the community of all ages. And it was one of those where, we got the venue and we got the drums and we went out there, and it's really taken off. But I think the other important thing, it's come away from the drum a little bit, because there's lots of different drums. It doesn't just have to be the djembe drum. And it's also, I'm going to say this wrong,
percussion, yeah.
Percussion now is absolutely beautiful, and we have been truly blessed to get a pan drum. So a steel pan drum, which looks like an alien. I'm going to say that it's like a little baby alien, but the sound and the vibration and the sound that comes from that in a drumming circle is just absolutely fantastic. And now the people that come to the drumming circle bring their own.
Oh, wow.
So it's now taking over the pan drum, and you get different people, different months. You don't get the same people all the time. We have our regulars, and it's like, what musical instrument are they going to bring this month? And we make it work. And it's just being blown away. It's really good.
It is a really nice extension, isn't it, when people start bringing their own things to be part of a different group and to be able to express themselves and share what they do and how they do it. But also, I think it's an amazing way to express your emotions and to be able to be part of something that's bigger than yourself, if you see what I'm saying, because it's all these people together, isn't it? It's not just one person. It's not just like that one-to-one that very often happens. It's just really powerful to have that.
And that's how it starts from the minute you walk into the hall. You walk into the hall and everyone says hi. And when we sit down, everyone introduces themselves. And we done one in the church, and it was completely different sound. It was absolutely beautiful. But our youngest was 2 years old. They were just sat on a little mat playing with this little drum. And then you've got the 84-year-old lady who supports us in everything. Yvonne supports us in everything that we do with the biggest smiles. They said, we can't play, but they can.
Yeah.
They can, because you're right. It's about expressing themselves. There's no right or wrong. They are just going to listen. They're going to feel. And that's what we do. They listen to what's going on. They feel it. The beautiful thing is when you close your eyes with it as well. And it's just like we just follow each other without even looking at each other. And it's just amazing. It really is. It's a beautiful thing that I feel is really taken off, and it's free. It's every month, the third Saturday of every month in Burnham-on-Sea. We've also gone out, and I've been really blessed this year to have been invited out to places with learning difficulties as well. And I was really anxious. I'm going to be honest with you. I was really anxious and thought, how is this going to go? I know how I could have it to look. I can go and plan. I can have it all to this, but it don't go that way.
You're dealing with humans, aren't you?
That's right. And it was absolutely out of this world. It was so loud, but so together. And then we got welcome back again. And then we got welcome back again. And then we went out into a care home, and they absolutely loved it. And I think that's the beautiful thing now. We go off to a recovery program as well and do it up there and do a workshop up there. And it's absolutely it's just full of smiles. And that's why you come out of there with such an energy. And 9 times out of 10, 85%, I'm going to go 85% of you come out, feeling that, euphoria. And basically, I hesitated then, I'm really sorry. Euphoria around, the smiles, the energy and all of that comes with it. And it's all from tapping away, your feet going, I get up and have a bit of a boogie. It's not a boogie at all. You're just bringing the volume up or the volume down. And I say, I'm going to be really gentle this time. But it doesn't turn out that way. And it's just, honestly, I think we've lifted off a few roofs, if I'll be honest with you, with the sound that's been going on.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what actually happens then? So if someone's new, they want to go along to the drumming circle, how does it work?
So there's lots of different ways. If somebody was to send an email over to the charity or contact us on social media, because what you got to remember is a lot of people are really anxious about walking through that door.
Yeah.
And I am more than happy, and so are the rest of the volunteers, happy to come and meet somebody at the door, meet and greet, bring them in, introduce them to everybody, and then they sit down with us and I don't ever force a drum on to somebody. There's drums around the circles. And then, what you've got to remember is your 2 fingers can just do as much as whatever else is doing. And some people, they just gently, and then some are really good at it. And it just starts from whatever. And by the end of that hour, we're all having a chat. That's the nice thing as well. At the end, we all have a chat. We all connect with one another on another level. Normally have a donut or chocolate. I'm going to be honest with you. Some people bring that with them. That's not
really
me, by the
nice.
way.
Yeah.
And it's just that bit about having that hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they ask when the next one is, and then what can they bring? Do they need to bring anything? And we say, no, just bring yourself. One of the really good musical instruments is called Little Frog. It's a little
Right.
wooden frog, and it's literally about that big. And it's got a little wooden stick. And you
Oh, I
just
think I used to
literally-
have one of those as a
sounds
kid.
amazing. But put that alongside a drum, it's absolutely brilliant. So
Wow.
sometimes one of the elderly ladies, because of her arthritis, she's got really bad arthritis, but she can do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and she loves it. And she's the best time of the month this is.
Wow. That's amazing,
You
isn't
know
it?
what I mean? It's
Yeah.
priceless, isn't it?
It is priceless.
Priceless.
Yeah.
And it's free.
And it's
Yeah.
free. And it's every month, the third Saturday of every month.
Might be changing venues or
We
not.
might be. So we're talking about that. But it's still literally just going to be up the road a little bit. It's just a different space, which might be a little bit easier to get drums in and out and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're looking at that. Again, we'll put that on social media and stuff, but we are going to be booking for the next year.
So
Amazing.
what made you do it?
For me, I remember, so for people that don't know, I've had to go through my own journey too. And I remember going to a drumming circle myself, and I didn't have a clue, but I liked the sound. And I didn't actually drum. I was too anxious to drum. And I thought, there's no way I'm picking up that drum and I'm going to make myself look silly. I just sat there, closed my eyes and listened to it. So on my hand and on my leg, I was doing it on my leg, but I was too anxious to pick up the drum. And I thought, I want to learn that. I want to do that. And it's a place where I can just be me and I can just be free from my head, from my heart, from everything. It was that bit where I connected with all my chakras then. And I was able to just be free and to be able to just be a free spirit to play it. That's what got me interested in it. And then I went into Cheddar and I actually went on a walk one Sunday afternoon. I parked my car up and I thought, I'm going to go for a walk. And I don't go for a walk very often, but I thought I'm going to go for a walk. And oh my God, there was a group of people playing this drum in the outside. And I thought, I want a bit of that. I want a bit of that. And that's where it all started from. And I wanted to help other people to connect through anxiety or to be able to just connect with themselves in whatever way they could. And I wanted to do something creative. I wanted to do something creative that could bring people together.
It's that vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a vehicle for people to be able to express themselves, which is incredibly amazing that they can do that. I do that with my horses, if you see what I'm saying. That's where I get mine. I know that you're going to want to do something in the summer, don't you?
So I've got a little plan. I've got a little dream. One of the beautiful thing that the podcast does is that we always have to look at, did we achieve our dreams from the last time? And actually, I believe that I did. And one of my little dreams is that I do some outside space. So we were very fortunate to join another charity last summer. We went and done some drumming for them. And what I would like to do is to be able to do a overnight camp out retreat with drumming, sound bath, bit of a fire pit going, bit of marshmallows, bit of all of that stuff, and just literally be under the stars and just to give it a go.
What's a sound bath?
So a sound bath is meditation. So I'm still learning this one. This is my new little dream. And it's basically to have a gong, to have the sound bowls, to be able to bring the drum in, to be able to bring all the different musical instruments in with it, and just to be able to meditate. So the plan is to be able to hold a space, a safe space for people to be able to just come and lay on their yoga mat underneath the stars in a lovely field and basically be able to keep them safe and offer that space and to be able to provide a sound bath. And that is something that I'm hoping.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
But that's not something you can do for free, is it? That's something that you're going to raise.
It's going to be a fun
because
it would be something that I would like to do a fundraiser myself.
Yeah.
That I would like to be able to raise some money to be able to give back to the charity. Funding it easy. Let's get it right. Things are changing and we can do the coffee and chats and, we're very fortunate for the money that we raise, but there needs to be something different as well. And I haven't done a Mandy fundraiser. very long time. I think I jumped out of a plane 5 years ago. I've got no intentions of jumping out of another plane. I can tell you that I did thoroughly enjoy it. But I would like to do something where, again, I can bring the community together. I'm a people person. I want to be able to bring the people together, bring people together, just get us all together, have a little camp out for the night and just see how it goes. Have a drumming circle. I've also got somebody who's very good as well, and she's willing to come in, do an hour as well. So we just get different community together and see what comes from it.
What about wing walking? Because you talked about wing walking at one point.
Got to lose a bit more weight yet for that one.
Sorry. Do you have to wear that fancy yellow suit when you wing walk?
Oh my God,
dear,
when I think of that picture of me in that lovely
I still see
suit,
it in my mind. I can still see it.
Yep, I can still hear me screaming. You stood at the bottom of the field.
Mine's up on the wall up there.
I look at it all the time and think it was an absolutely amazing experience. But I think for me, I would like to do something that comes from my heart and my soul. And I think that's the bit where I found that. I found, healing in my own personal journey around, I love Reiki. I love going off to floating sound baths. I love to be able to someone to hold that space. And, you can't just do it overnight. It's got to be something that you've got to practice and you've got to learn and all of that stuff. And I'm willing to put the time in to be able to do that. And who knows? But it's also going to be one of those where, it's just going to be a bunch of people together, nothing too big, and just have a bit of fun.
I don't understand, right? When you have a floating bath, this is a conversation that Mandy and I have regularly. Okay, you go in a swimming pool, but you don't get wet.
That's right.
What the heck? How can you do it and not get wet?
You've got brilliant people there that's going to help you onto the...
Is it like a lilo?
So it's an airbed.
Right, okay.
So basically...
Yeah, well, we've got airbeds. For me to try and get on an airbed and not get wet is impossible.
So you walk down your first couple of steps and your bed's there waiting for you.
For your feet are wet.
So your feet are wet. I don't even get over my knees wet. They're brilliant at how they do it. And you lay on it and then you go and float off and then somebody does a sound bath.
Do you bump into other people?
Sometimes, but that's all part of the fun,
Does
isn't
anybody ever fall in?
No, I've never seen that yet.
I want to go just to watch people fall in.
Honestly, it is absolutely brilliant. And it's, the lady that I go and see, Emma, she's absolutely fantastic with it. And I try to work out what sound she's using because you're in a trance. You're just like, I'm zoned out. So I'm trying to pick it up and all of that. And sometimes I feel my little fingers going.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's really good. They're really taking off.
So are you going to do a demo in the pool at some point?
I've got to learn the sound bowls first.
You know how to do the sound bowls. We've done.
I can do the little ones.
Yeah, well, that's all you need. Have we got a big one?
No, I'm hoping Father Christmas might come and see me. So you always buy yourself a gift, don't you, for Christmas?
That's it, yeah.
In Mandy's world, you always buy yourself a gift
I
for
agree
Christmas.
with this. Yeah, I think you've got to buy yourself something.
Oh, I think so.
I
I think
agree.
it's something is that gift to yourself, isn't it? And for me, it's like to have a nice big large one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody could donate that, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could. If you want to see these nice little evening retreat under the stars, you never know.
And when are you hoping to do this event? The summer 2026? Yeah.
I had to think then. Sorry, I have just been taken off of my sofa.
It's also a bit confusing because we're recording this in December. It's coming out in February.
So the plan is not something that you've got to practice at this.
Yeah.
It's got to be something that, and I'm open. I've got quite a few friends now that do this work too. So I'm hoping that a few of us can get together, basically. So if anybody's out there who's listening to me and thinks, do you know what, I could donate an hour of my time and come and do something on that day, please let me know and we could raise money together. We could raise money together for Somewhere House Somerset.
What about, so are you planning on doing that in the summer? Because you need to be summer. I suppose if it rains, we'll just put a tent up, don't we?
I just have to speak to the lady that's got the field. I am actually looking at possibly June, mid-July.
We need to put a date.
Yeah, we do. But I need to make sure that everything's in place for that.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Have you ever fallen asleep when doing the sound bath?
All the time.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
You don't actually, I don't actually go to sleep. I go in
It's like a trance, yeah.
And it's that bit where I can honestly say, and I think what I'm learning is when I go there, so I normally go there after work. So I've done a whole day at work and then it's on a Sunday night at 7:00 and you just cannot wait to get in that pool. And I want to play. So I want to fall in the pool at that point. Do you know what I mean? But it's that bit where it's just so lovely to just zone out.
Yeah.
And then I don't want it to end. That's the other thing. I don't want it to end.
How long does it go on for?
So it's normally about an hour.
Yeah.
It's normally about an hour. And it's, and the new sound that I've really fallen in love with is the gong.
Right.
And the louder it is, because the vibrations,
Yeah.
it just clears my brain. It's like that, and my brain's clearing.
Would it do the same vibrations if you were outside doing it?
It's different. I believe it's different.
We'll have to practice in the
I guess
pool.
as each and every one's different,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
they? It's I believe it's different outside. I've not actually been to an outside one myself yet.
Get a gong, we'll have a practice in the
We'll have a
pool.
practice. I've got a little baby.
Under the stars as well.
No, see, it's happening.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
You know it's happening.
And I've got 2 of those floaty beds.
There you go.
Sounds good.
You know what me and
Watch
Andy's
this.
up to?
Watch this
Watch
space.
this space, yeah.
I'll tell you what, get the gong. I'll give you the bed and we can play together.
That is brilliant.
We can get Mike along just so he can have an experience.
And you've got more patience than me, so you can teach me along the way.
Teach you what?
Well, you could teach me the vibrations.
I
You
can
could
do.
teach me the wrist movement for the.
I
for
can
the
do
actual
that.
sound
I've
you
done.
can for
I
the
used to
sound
do
bowl.
that. Yeah.
Because it's all about the technique, isn't it? And it's
I haven't
that
done it
bit.
for ages. I've done it with your little one though,
You
didn't
have,
I?
yeah, you show me how to do it.
We'll have to get one. Get a gong. You've got a little gong,
I've
haven't
got a
you?
little, yeah, I know.
That's
That's
not
that's
proper.
just like a little ornament, isn't it? That's.
What if anybody's got a gong they could give to us? If you're watching this and you've got a gong that you don't want anymore, give me a shout, please.
And it is, isn't it? It's just it's one of those where I'm sat over home now, and I was sat at home, and I thought, right, okay, I'm going off to do something in a bit. I thought, oh, should we get the pan drum out? Do you know what I mean? I'm just waiting for the fire. I've just lit the candles, and you know it's coming out this afternoon. I know it's coming out this afternoon, and it's that bit around. So now I watch a lot of YouTube to try and get the fingers from 1 to 4, say. And it's you've got to have the wrist movement as well to be able to do it. Or you can use the little stopper things. And at the moment, I can only do it with the stopper things. But I also had a lady show me the technique, and it is literally about how you twist it.
I used to do it years ago, but I'm not a great lover of drums anymore. I think part of it is I don't like the noise. It can become too loud. I'm not into great big loud noises anymore.
And I think that was the beauty around. Everybody thought it was crazy when I said, let's bring some earplugs. And they said, why would you go to drum and circle and bring earplugs?
Because it's the vibration as well.
It's the vibration.
Yeah,
and it's, we had a blind gentleman, and honest to God, the smile from this guy, it was amazing. And then we had a gentleman who he was using his elbow because he's got such a sore hand. Yeah. And it was like, oh my God, I like this. And then we got this rain thing.
I know what you mean, yeah.
And we got that out as well, and it was just absolutely phenomenal.
But it's also great for deaf people. And I know that sounds weird because they can feel the vibrations. And very often deaf people get excluded from groups like this because they don't think they'll fit, but actually they're brilliant. It's a bit like when you see a deaf person at a nightclub. And obviously I've been to quite a few nightclubs. And you very often find them dancing away. They've got better rhythm than most of us because they can feel the vibrations.
Yeah. And I think, and I agree with that totally. And it's, the church hall, from the church hall to the church, is completely a different sound. When I do it at work in a smaller environment and a smaller space, oh my God, we take the roof off there. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's a different experience every time, but it's a different vibration every time. And it's also that bit around, when I play on the drum, I play completely different at home. I do. And what I mean by that is because I'm in my own world. I'm in my own little zone and all of that comes with it. So I am also looking for a personalised large djembe drum as well, because I think that would be an asset.
I thought you were going to go and buy one.
I would, but I want something, I think, because of what we do, it's got to be one of those where you've got to be able to feel it, play it, fall in love with it, because then once you connect with something, and the ones I keep looking at, they're not the one. I know when the one's going to happen.
It's like buying a horse.
See?
Fair enough.
Right, shall we let you get back to your sofa?
Thank you for having me. And,
Thanks for coming.
on.
Thank you.